Hello, happy woodworkers, man here with Heartwood Art. Today, we're going to turn your scrap 4x4s into these fun holiday Halloween cubes. This is a family fun project, and if you're a little challenged with freehand drawing or painting on these blocks, I've even got templates that you can download of these line drawings, and I'm going to give you a fun way to trace them onto the wood. Plus, I'm going to show you how to save on your paint. So if you like these kinds of tips, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay, let's dive in. And when you're filling in these cracks, any kind of wood filler is going to work. Some people like mixing it with sawdust. That's really not necessary because you're going to paint it. If you don't have a nice putty knife or whatever, popsicle sticks do pretty good. Paint sticks will do pretty good. Your finger will do pretty good for it too. Now, like I said, you're not going to be able to fill in the whole crack. Now, don't go too deep because it will never dry. Well, it looks like my wood filler is dry. I'm just going to do a light hand sanding. I don't think I would use a power sander on this because it's not going to take a whole lot to get it smooth enough for this kind of work. Okay, let's go through these patterns that I made. You can download these, see the link below. And let's find one. I actually want to kind of do a simple one. That one, no. Let's do this one. That looks pretty good. Alrighty. Here's the easy way that I like to transfer these things to the block. So these things are already sized. They're easy to cut out of the sheet. There's 4 of them per sheet. So you just kind of want to line it up on your block and center it, especially if your block is not absolutely square. And then I just put a crease on it at the top. Get some tape. Any kind of tape will do for this. Pull a little bit of that off. Put it on the top and attach to your block. It's really important to do this because of the way we're going to trace this onto the wood. And you need that to stay in one place, right? So what I use is carbon paper for this. And on Amazon, they've got like 50 sheets, but they also come with this stylus. And there's like 3 of them, and they have different points. One's really big. Some of them are kind of small. They have 2 points per stylus. Man, does this make it easy to do. So get you a single sheet of this stuff. All right. Just get you a single sheet. Put the shiny side down toward the wood, right? Put it all the way to the top. And just hold your paper over it. And then go over it with the stylus. Now, you can use a ballpoint pen for this, but I just like using this little stylus. You just have to put medium pressure on it. It's not really hard. And trace over your whole thing. Make sure your paper stays flat for that. Trace over the whole thing. Okay. And now this one. I made these lines on these patterns to fit with a ballpoint pen or a stylus. They're not super thin. Okay, then raise it up. See what you got. If it didn't come out perfect or you missed something, that's why your tape is there. Lay it back down and do it. But I think this came out great, don't you? Yeah, makes it super easy. Okay, now we're ready to paint. Let me save you some money on paint. This is just acrylic paint. Do not get the artist acrylic paint. Be sure you look for the stuff that's in the craft aisle. It's way cheaper for that. I got the big ones of things like white, orange, black, and green because I'm going to be using a lot of those. But you can get even these little bottles, and they actually go a very long way. And you can reuse most of these colors plus red in your Christmas decor as well. And then for brushes, same thing. Get these in the craft aisle. They come in packages that are maybe a couple of bucks. And to put my paint out, I just use wax paper. So let's get some of that out. There's no need to have fancy ways to do this. Paint will sit on that just fine. Okay, let's get the painting. You know how I know this is a family-friendly project? Because my painting skills are that of a 5-year-old. And just like that, you have a little ghost. Now, once this is dry, you can come back in with a little sandpaper. I used 110 grit. Just lightly go over it so you can get some antique-y, crafty looking, especially on the edges. Some of these patterns, like this one for the spider, have little details that I don't know about you, but I can't paint those little leg lines. So here's what I did. I don't know if this shows up well on the video, but the carbon tracing that I did of the legs still shows through this yellow paint. So I painted everything that I could on it. And here's a trick I'm going to use to fill it in. A Sharpie. And this one is Industrial Super Permanent ink. Okay, so it's not going to come off. Now this paint, they say it takes about an hour to dry. I think maybe 30, 45 minutes, depending on how thick you put it down. But I'm going to see those lines right through here. And I'm going to go in and add my little legs to it. And I'm also going to dot a little eyes in here because I don't think I could do that with a paintbrush. There you go. Now I have another one here with the cat eyes. But you know what? With that paintbrush, I couldn't get very close to the eyes with that. I didn't want to. So again, I'm just going to go in with my Sharpie and kind of outline the eyes and then fill in the center. And there you go. Now, if you plan to mount these on the board when you finish painting, do not paint the bottom side. You can paint the top, but leave the bottom empty because you're going to want to put glue on it and glue on the board, and glue is not going to stick very well to that paint. I like Type Bond 3 for this, and I like putting it on with the popsicle stick because, boy, that spreads it really fast over a wide area. Now, what I would do for mounting it is draw the lines around where you want it mounted and then leave that area unpainted and then paint the rest of your board. Do the glue up, stick it on there, put some clamps or just put something heavy over the top of it and they'll stick. Another option for mounting is to drill holes through the bottom. And if you've done like what I've done here and painted all of the sides, then you can kind of switch it around and get different looks, right? And that could be kind of fun too. Now for painting your board, I love these little painter tripods because it lets it set up and you can get all around the edges of it as well. Well, alrighty, that's it. I hope you picked up some good tips for making these fun, cute Halloween decor things. And be sure to look in the links to see how to get all the templates for all of the cubes and where to get things like tracing them and the scribe for things like that, how to save on paint and other tips that we shared today. Be sure to subscribe to Heartwood Art and I'll see you in the shop.